Okay, Noise Avocation Podcast, episode 48. Take 5. Is it 48? It's got it. Yeah, it is 48.
It's 48.
We're almost at 50. 52 will be a whole year. It's July 22nd is our anniversary. We're going to have to do some type of anniversary episode.
Yeah.
That's a Saturday.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, so I talked to you a little bit about this earlier, but the DJ Premier posted something about a new Gangstar album.
Yeah.
I think it didn't really say. It just showed a picture and said Monday.
Weird.
But usually when that happens, it means like new record or something. But I don't know. Maybe it was a
Digital drop?
merchandise drop or... Well, it's definitely going to be a digital one initially. But I don't know if it was a merchandise thing or if it was like he uncovered more stuff and has a new record of like vaulted guru stuff coming out. Or is it an AI Gangstar album?
Oh, dude, yeah. That would be
I don't think
up.
it is. that would be crazy if there's one back-to-back, though, right after we did the AI episode.
We need to get the X-Files fucking on the button.
Oh, yeah. I can do that. The intro or the weird little chimey thing that happens in between, like, scenes?
Oh, dude. Both.
Or both.
That's a good idea.
That intro as a kid used to scare me.
Fuck yeah.
Like when they have the weird alien men.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
And they're like, we believe in extraterrestrials or whatever the fuck he said.
Yeah.
I haven't watched X-Files in years, but when that like saturated alien man comes on the screen and you're like 8, you're like, oh my God.
Yeah, and it's always on at like 11 o'clock at night.
And there's that creepy ass music.
Yep. And the fucking static electricity ball thing just looks creepy when all it is some shit from Radio Shack.
Yep.
Anyway, back to the topic.
But that's cool with video effects. That's what
Definitely.
You can do with that. Yeah, so new Gangstar, hopefully. I mean, I really liked the last one. I thought Premiere did fucking phenomenal on taking old recordings of Guru and making it... I mean, I'm sure it was hard taking one of your best friends who's been deceased and making a record of stuff that they recorded when they're not here. So for him to, like, take the time and compile that together, because I'm sure it wasn't easy, like, emotionally.
No, man, you'd have to go, like you said, you'd have to go through all of it. It's not like you could just fake it.
Yeah. I did read something about him saying, like, describing that it was pretty rough.
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, but I do have a kind of a funny piece of news that I saw on the interweb. Okay, the hardcore band, the Northside Kings, the singer that knocked out Danzig.
Yeah.
I saw a T-shirt recently that is the Danzig logo, but instead of Danzig, it says Northside Kings, and the Danzig logo has like a bloody nose. It's pretty fucking funny, dude.
That like bull skull or whatever the hell it is.
And it has a bloody nose.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
I'm sure Danzig hates that.
Oh, I bet you he's fucking pissed, but what's he gonna do? Get knocked the fuck out again? But
he's been punched like quite a few times at shows.
Well, he's like apparently,
I'm raging asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard. But Henry and Glenn Forever and Ever makes a hilarious story.
Yes.
If you haven't read it, definitely check that out because that shit is funny. I like how like Hall & Oates are their neighbors, but they're Satanists.
Yeah, dude, they're like the worst.
Yeah, and then like
they're the real evil.
I think Rob Halford pops in at some point, and then there's just all these like little Easter eggs in the comic itself where you see like Lemmy playing a pinball machine at the whiskey, and then like an arcade machine.
Yeah, dude.
And I don't know, just all these little tiny things.
And if anybody listens or knows anything about Henry Rollins or Danzig, it's like fucking hilarious. Even Ian McKay's in it. Like they make fun of him too from Minor Threat. Yeah,
there's like Sono, the band. Remember that?
Yep.
They were in there, and I don't know. There's just like
so
endless. There's
shit.
endless cameos in there. And even Rob Halford did the foreword, like leading into the book.
Oh, right on. I haven't read
And
that in quite some time. I had to borrow it from the guy who has the AFI box set.
oh yeah, that's who I originally borrowed mine from. But
Yeah.
I went and bought the Completely Ridiculous edition, I think it's called, and it has like all the stories because
Oh, there's a few more.
it's a compilation of like multiple comics.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So the one that where they're standing on the cover, where it's like the great picture of a great portrait of an American
Yep.
family, I think is the painting that they're mocking. That one's only like 2/3 of it, I guess.
No shit. I'll have to look into that later.
The Completely Ridiculous one has like Henry on a bike and Glenn's like got his arms wrapped around him
Oh
on the
yeah,
back.
yeah, yeah. I remember you showing me that now because of the
Yeah.
picture. Is Glenn looking back?
I don't. Yeah, yeah. He's
I
like
thought
looking
so.
back because he's like a. He almost looks like cartoon Roseanne in the book
That's awesome. Oh fuck.
because he's like short and kind of chunky but
Oh
kind of
my God,
muscly.
dude.
And then he's got like this '90s mom
I don't
haircut.
think I've ever heard fucking Glenn Danzig compared to Roseanne before, and it's pretty fucking hilarious.
Well, now
Now I have.
now he's gonna uncover this from the depths of the internet and put it on his meme page.
See you in court, Glenn.
There used to be this whole Facebook page dedicated. It was just called Danzig memes.
Yeah.
And it was the funniest shit ever. Like at one point I used Facebook only to look at Danzig memes.
It's just people coming up with funny shit like
Dude, it's
all
hilarious.
day.
Like
I'll have to look into that as well.
there's like a picture of like George Costanza, but it has like George's face, but all of Danzig's features,
Yeah,
like his
yeah.
hair and like the fishnet outfit. And it says George Costanzig.
Oh, I think I might have seen that now that I think about it.
And then there's like the Abbey Road picture with the Beatles.
That one I haven't
And
seen.
Danzig's at the tail end of the four members of the Beatles, and he's carrying two things of cat litter.
That's pretty funny, dude.
Yeah, Danzig memes. Check it out. It's hilarious. But anyway, today on the show, we have Nico from Subatomic Strangers here. I'm sure a lot of people probably really haven't heard of the band, being that they're from Belgium, but they're like a new wave, synth pop, indie rock, alternative kind of mashup of a few different sounds. And Nico's first language is not English, just for any listeners. And so if at any point it's kind of hard to understand, just know that he had to put forth the effort to speak all this interview in English when it's not his first language, so bear with that.
And it's really, he does a phenomenal job, but we know.
Yeah,
how
I
you
understood him.
people-
I understood him fine, but I know some people have trouble understanding
Yeah.
accents. So.
Yeah.
But before we jump into the interview, we're going to check out a song off of their album Special Satellites, and the track is called Enough of You. Jeremy, before we jump into that, is there anything you want to put into the episode?
I just want to say, check out the band Subatomic Strangers on Spotify or anywhere you listen to music. I think they're like kind of like a breath of fresh air. It's like new wave is what Ryan and I have been saying. So if, with female vocals, so if that's something that sounds appealing, definitely check them out.
Yeah, they have kind of a feel of really multiple different bands.
Yeah, I love that. It's hard to really describe the sound.
Yeah. And I think their artwork for this record was really cool. Like, I like the whole style of it. The colors really pop. And I liked that each little bit of it sort of has a
Little story.
little story to it in the artwork. And you'll hear that in the interview.
So, yeah, to everybody out there, man, follow us. Noise Avocation Podcast. You know the rest.
And follow Subatomic Strangers too on Instagram. I believe it's just Subatomic Strangers. It will be in the episode description for you to click and follow there. So go show your support to them.
And this is also our first international episode. So I think it went very, very well, and we hope to do more in the future.
Yeah, here is Enough of You by Subatomic Strangers.
Look at me, I'm losing touch. When you pass me by, it hurts so much. Know each other now for quite a while. Only purpose is to make you smile. Can't get enough of you. Keep me hanging on. I don't know what to do. Why does it feel so wrong? How long does it take to make you mine? Maybe I should give you one more sign. Can't help myself, I'm all over you. But you never love me like the way I do. Can't get enough of you. You keep me hanging on. I don't know what to do. Why does it feel so wrong? What did you do, Can't get enough of you. You keep me hanging on. I don't know what to do. Why does it feel so wrong? Can't get enough of you. You keep me hanging on. I don't know what to do. Why does it feel so wrong?
Okay, so Nico from Subatomic Strangers, how's it going, man?
I'm really good. How are you?
Good. What time is it over there for you right now?
Right now it's 4 p.m.
4 p.m. It is 10:08 a.m. here right now.
Yeah, for a 6 hour difference.
Yeah.
Well, it's pretty cool. This is our first international interview.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You have to be the first
Excuse
one.
me.
I was going to ask you, Jeremy, if we'd interviewed anybody international, because I didn't think so, but
Nope, Nico is our first. Subatomic Strangers.
so tell us a bit about the band in general. Like, how'd you guys start off playing together?
Yeah, so I will tell a bit of a story.
Okay.
So you have like backgrounds and stuff.
Yeah, go ahead.
So me, I started like a band in, let us say, 2017. A band which now obviously didn't go through, but so I was looking for members and I got already 4 members, but we had to have a singer. I knew Sharon from other experience that I had long ago. So I called her and I said, yeah, do you want to have a tryout or something? And she said yes. She came over, and yeah, it was all fine, but yeah, it was hard rock metal and didn't have that spark. Was a little bit too heavy for Sharon's voice,
Okay.
although she has a good voice and she has a strong voice, but it was too hard. But yeah, she gave me her stuff as well, and I was like, whoa, what the fuck? That's nice. And then yeah, I said, yeah, I have time for the third project or second project. I don't remember. And then yeah, so we had already two members, the singer and guitarist. Then we looked for other members, and yes, time went, and I think the formation that we have now is was ready at I think 2019 April, and then yeah, rehearsing and everything went well until you know.
Yep. I already know what
uh,
you're gonna say.
Yeah. So we had in 2020 we recorded our album that you can hear now on Spotify, and yeah, so everything was so it was here in Belgium in March. So it was March, I think 17th of March. The recording was finished at the 16th of March. So we could record it. So that was good, but we had to wait until 2022 to release it to on Spotify and make a public show, an opening show, like a release show, like they say. That is the main thing how the band started. I knew Arne, the drummer, also he's a good friend of me, so that went also yeah quickly. We had another bassist, so now it's Jonas, but it was another one. It was at first, but yeah, studies and such things he wants to resolve a little bit, and so we started to look in I think 2021 October, and yeah, we found it in November. We found Jonas in November, and then preparing him for 2022. It was a little bit hectic at some points, but we managed it well. Now, yeah, we have the four members.
Well, you mentioned earlier that you knew Sharon from a prior experience. Was that like, did you guys know each other as kids, or how did you meet
No.
her?
So we knew each other from another band. It was a band called, yeah, you won't understand it, but it's West Flemish. It's a dialect from
Okay.
where I live. I live close to Bruges, so it's yeah there. And she made the album cover. She painted it.
Oh, I follow. Okay.
Yeah, she's an artist as well.
The singer?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, the singer is Sharon is an artist as well as her. This is her part-time profession actually.
So, that's
So
amazing.
yeah, so I knew her from that experience, that band.
Right on.
I
So
had her
she
on
did your
Facebook.
album artwork,
Yeah.
and then you just called her up and you were like, "Come sing."
Yeah, I knew she could sing, so
That's cool.
so I took the gamble, and it worked out pretty fine.
Oh yeah, definitely. For sure.
Yeah,
So you,
amazing voice. So yeah, that was a bit, yeah, how we knew each other. It was at the first, very basic, very, very basic, not much. I didn't knew her too well.
Oh, right. You just, yeah, I follow. Just kind of knew her
Yeah, it was,
name and knew who she was, but you didn't necessarily, she wasn't one of your
yeah,
homies, so to speak.
yeah, voila, like that.
So you said that you, if I got the date right on this, you said you recorded from March 14th to 16th, the album, or was it April 16th or 14th to 16th?
It was from, let us say, it was from the 6th of March till the
17th.
16th.
Oh,
10
okay.
days, I think. Yeah,
6th to the 16th, 10
10
days.
days.
Okay, so that's pretty quick to you guys, I imagine, had everything written going into the studio.
Yeah, we have everything written. Yeah, it was all worked out pretty fine. We made a couple of adjustments, but that's Studio A. That's in every studio. I
Yeah.
think every album always have a couple of adjustments.
I can't recall if you mentioned, but Jonas was not on the recording, or was he
Yeah,
on the recording?
actually, yes.
So you guys had to get him
He's not on the recording. Yes.
Oh, he is not.
Yeah, he's not.
Oh,
He's not
okay.
on the recording. Yeah, I didn't mention it. I didn't. I did mention it, but strange. Yeah. So to confirm, he's not on the recording on that album. Yeah.
So that's what you meant by it was a little bit hectic getting him up to speed and
Yeah,
whatnot.
yeah. But he's a great player. But yeah. I think at that time he had 18 songs. So 18 songs to learn is
Yeah, that
yeah,
somebody else wrote. Yeah, I can
it's not
imagine.
easy. You can be a great player, but yeah, it's not easy.
That's good that everything worked out.
Yeah, everything worked out fine. But
What would you call you guys' sound, like genre-wise?
so yeah, it's like we have a couple of genres. I would say you can call us alternative pop slash rock with a very, very 80s sound.
Yeah, that's what drew us to you guys right away. Because
Yeah,
it was like
Yeah,
we called
newer,
it
yeah,
new wave.
yeah,
Is what
new wave.
both Jeremy and I
yeah.
said.
Indeed. So in that genre, we also add like a bit of new wave, a bit of post-punk, a little bit synth rock. Like it's it's very yeah. We have like now we have I think let us say to make it easy, 20 songs. Yeah, a lot of them are different from each other. Actually, it's like every song is a story on its own. To me, to say, but yeah, genre-wise, it's like a lot of genres, but well blended, I think.
Yeah, no, I think it sounds great.
Yeah, I
Thank
would
you.
agree. It's blended very nice. I mean, that's why we're very excited to get to know you guys and interview you and just see what you got, where you're coming from.
Yeah, you can ask me anything,
So,
almost anything.
oh well, how old are you or what's your age?
So I am yeah, tomorrow I am 27.
Tomorrow's your
No,
birthday?
I'm still, thank you. I'm still 26.
Oh, right on.
Oh,
And
I thought you
then
said 37.
the Sharon is 30 now. About last week, it was her
Oh
birthday, so
shit.
we all are close.
Happy birthday,
And
Sharon.
then the bassist is 20. Wait, he's 25. He's 25. His birthday was in March, and the drummer is 28. So 25 till 30.
Yeah, so you guys are still pretty young.
Yeah, actually, yes. A lot of bands in our genre in Belgium
Yeah.
are older than us, so we are still with the younger generation.
Well, we're a little
Yeah,
older than you, and if I had to guess, I would have thought that you guys were in your 40s. I don't know why. I mean, that's just what I would think.
just because of the
Do we
sound.
look
Because of the
40 or do we
sound.
sound
No, no,
40?
no. Not the.
Ah,
You
the
all
sound.
look young, but the sound is very reminiscent of 80s.
Yeah, the music.
Yeah, we try to do that.
Well, you do apparently a very good job, because I thought you were like 50 fucking years old and you're 27. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
26 today, 27 tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. But no, I take it as a compliment because it's our goal to sound like the 80s. So if you thought that we were about that age, I take it as a compliment.
In Belgium, is there sort of a scene of bands that sound in your genre? Or are you guys kind of the lone wolves on
So
that? Or lone wolf, lone rangers?
Lone Ranges.
I don't think we are some lone wolves, but let us say our genre, yeah, new wave, post punk, alternative. You have like most of the bands that I know are around Brussels and also actually in I don't know how to say in English, but in the southern part, let us say the South Belgium, Wallonie
Okay.
is. But there are a few bands. They are friends of us. Let us say the Mars Model is also a great band. Is a bit harder than us. Actually, no. They know we are even because we have a lot of new songs, material that are pretty hard. So yeah, that is like a band from Kortrijk. It is 20 kilometers from here. So I will say we have like 10 to 15 great bands in Belgium in that specific genre.
Okay.
Dude, that's fucking cool.
Yeah, that's more than I expected.
Yeah, Belgium is small.
Yeah,
Really small.
that sounds like a pretty healthy scene.
Yes,
So,
it's a good scene. We don't have that much festivals or shows for our scene, but it is also because our scene is not super popular, of course.
Right.
So if you go to Germany, you will find every 10 kilometers shows for post-punk, new wave, alternative, 80s.
So Germany's the place to go.
Yeah, Germany is the way to go, actually. Actually, in October, we go to Hamburg. So that will be a festival, will be pretty amazing.
You guys are playing it?
Yeah, we
Awesome.
play. Yeah, that's really awesome.
what's the name
so
of the festival?
so the place called Maria's Ballroom, and the festival is like something of sweat culture or something like that. I don't know how to pronounce.
Okay, it's in German.
Yeah, it's German.
Yeah.
It's German. So I talk like 3 languages, but German isn't one of them.
Have you guys done
Uh,
any other touring off the album so far?
So we went to the UK last year in December. We played 2 shows there. One was in Blackpool, the other one in Whitchurch. They were great. And this year in May, so about 1 month and a half ago, we went to Scotland to play 3 shows, 2 in Glasgow and 1 in Edinburgh. Also with local acts, pretty great local acts.
Europe's got it going on.
Yeah, that was good. What?
Europe, man, you guys have so much cool shit.
Yeah, we try to do a lot.
You know?
Yeah, and I'm busy on Instagram as well, and we try to do a lot.
Like, we get
but
Taylor Swift. You get, like, every 10 kilometers, there's a kick-ass band. You know, this is not fair.
Yeah, but so
So
we
with
try to
touring, go ahead.
yeah. So we try to do as many yeah uh, countries to play, but it's like I think now the focus because the focus lies on Germany, France, Spain, and maybe again the UK. Yeah, those UK is difficult to get into actually, but Germany, France, and Spain is not so hard. It's don't have to have special papers and stuff. It's very easy for us, for Belgians.
Do you have to
Uh,
have like a work visa or something to get in there?
yeah, no, you don't have to. We don't have to. Um, but for the UK, you have to have I think I don't know by heart, but you have like working visa and also a lot of ATA carnets and stuff, and it's like a whole sheet of documents to get into,
Oh, yeah,
and
no
sometimes they
way.
don't look at it, so it's like I think it's wasted money, but yeah, because it's expensive shit. It's really expensive.
And it's like a
Uh,
random thing if they even check it.
Yeah, sometimes I think they don't check it. In May, they didn't check it too much. Yeah, it was, and also the borders. I think, yeah, they have to. I think if we do all that stuff, get all that stuff, it's fine that they check. They should check, but
Right.
no, I think we kind of wasted 1,400 euros, I think.
That's brutal.
Yeah, that's brutal. So for small bands like us,
Yeah, that's a big hit.
it's really hard. But yeah, for Germany and France and the Netherlands and Spain, a lot of West European countries
You just
don't
can
have
come and go as you please.
yeah,
Yeah.
Switzerland is something else. I think Switzerland is more difficult than the UK because
Yeah, it's
they are
Switzerland.
crazy. Yeah, they are crazy.
Yeah, they are crazy. Yeah. I've heard such things.
Yeah, but yeah, like France has a lot of cool places. Germany, even the Netherlands ha have a lot of cool places. So plenty to go to if you want to do international stuff.
So I was gonna ask, in touring, have you played with mostly local acts, or have you guys opened up for anybody bigger or anybody that you were kind of hoping to open up for?
So we will leave Belgium a part of it for now. I will tell you about the experience from international touring.
Okay.
So we opened like in December. We opened for yeah, a very good Blondie tribute act. The place was really full. Like I think, yeah, 300 people. I think it was a really cool. Yeah, stage, really cool place. It's called the Waterloo Bar. And the day after, we were headliner in a very small place. Let us say 100 people could fit in. It was pretty cold, and it was England who played football, so there weren't a lot of people, but yeah, it was a pretty cool stage. Yeah, it was fun. I think there maybe 50 people or something, but it looked full because it was really a small stage.
Yeah.
Sounds
And
very,
then
very
yeah,
cool.
yeah, it was cool. Then in May we were headliner in two shows and one support act for local good. It was, I think they were like grunge or something, grunge alternative. band. They call Many Wilds. So it is a bit of a mix, actually. Sometimes we are headlining. Sometimes we are supporting. But the general thing is that we always want to have locals. So Glaswegian bands from Edinburgh, bands from Blackpool, but Blondeed, the tribute band, wasn't the local, but they are pretty well known in whole England. So that was that was the only time we didn't have locals.
What was the name of the Blondie cover band?
Blondeed. So Blondie with a D.
Okay.
I think you can find them on Instagram and also Facebook. The singer, I think she did a show or something, and from that point she started to make Blondeed. So it was a show about Blondie, I think.
Strange.
And she was the winner, I think. Michelle Hendricks.
Does she
Full name.
does she dress and look like Blondie?
Yeah, actually, she looks a bit like Blondie, but in her late years.
Okay.
Like, I don't know what her age is, but but I think she's in the 40s, in her 40s, maybe 45. But I really
Still
don't know.
younger
So
than Debbie.
Yeah, Debbie's
if
like in
she's
her 70s.
listening, sorry,
Yeah, right.
Michelle. Uh, but she want to looks like Blondie, and she looks like Blondie. Her voice is also pretty great. It
Cool.
was a really cool evening. It's a very cool place. They have, well, I think they have good beers because Belgian standards are high. So for us it was not so great, but I think for most of people, good beers. They have also Lemmy's bar from Lemmy Kilmister.
Yeah.
He went there a lot, and they have his amp and stuff. It's really a really great place.
That's
So Ian
awesome.
Fletcher, you do a good job. So Blondie was pretty great.
It sounds like a very punk rock style. How your scene is like. It reminds me of that, where you have the smaller shows and you want to support all your local bands, and it's I'm pumped to see that again, like coming out of a different crowd of people. You know what I mean? I think that's really cool.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. It is like, let us say in percentage, I think you're 60-70% right. We want to do that. It's also a bit like that, but we had some bigger shows as well. But it was mainly in Belgium. So we want to get in that scene, but also in the bigger scene as well.
Oh yeah, most definitely. You're always working
Yeah.
to gather more fans.
We are working continuously to improve and to be more known. But we played in December after we got home from England. We played support act for two Belgian bands. Maybe one you will know, but I don't think so. So the first one was Bazaar. Is they sing in Dutch. So pretty well known very well known in Belgium. And the other one is Oscar and the Wolf. Maybe you heard of that. I don't know. Two amazing bands, and I think we have like picture, but I would guess we played for, it's a guess, I think 5,000 people. So that was
Wow.
that was a really great show. Big stage, Antwerp Sportpaleis. So in that place, specific place, you can is 17,000 capacity.
Wow.
How long
So
a
and
set do
I
you
think
guys play?
what do you say?
How long is your set usually?
Usually, I will say 1 hour 10, 1 hour 15. Sometimes they ask for 45 minutes, and yeah, but 1 hour and a half, we don't usually do that. I think we could do that, but yeah,
That's
no, we,
that's amazing, man.
yeah, I think 1 hour 15 because if we add like more songs to it, then we have to adjust a little bit our show and then also a bit the order of the songs and then it gets a bit, yeah, how do you say, it's like not so entertaining anymore, the 1 hour and a half. So 1 hour 10, 15, if they ask this number,
Oh yeah, you
an
feel
extra
that that's
number,
a good
yeah,
that's a good time.
yeah, that's really great. And also performance wise, yeah, if we play an hour and a half, yeah, sweaty hands, drummer gets maybe some sticks broken.
Yeah.
The longer the show goes on, the more errors that can occur.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah, and everybody playing is worn out at that point.
And like when I was younger and would play in bands, man, it was like 20 minutes and we're done. And that's about all I could do, you know. It's funny. It's like very impressive to hear you guys do an hour and 15, you know.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
dexterity.
that's our goal. If we can choose it ourselves, we will choose that. But the 45 minutes show is also great because then we play our best songs actually, all our best songs in a short amount of time, and it's really a great show also because then we go really hard.
Yeah, you put a little
So
more energy into it because
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, that's it. That's it. Sometimes, yeah, they even ask 30 minutes because we like in October we play a show. Mini Rock is a festival, and yeah, we are opening is because it's a big, not a big, like semi big festival. So they asked 30 minutes, and we said, oh, no problem. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, because of the
Yeah, just to get
band
on the bill.
rotation. Yeah.
Yeah, because they will have I don't know who's playing there actually. It has to be but it's always the headline. The headliner is always very well known
Right.
in Belgium. Maybe not in international, but also always very good Belgian bands.
So you said that you guys have about 22 songs. Do you have plans
Yeah.
to record another record?
Yeah, I was going to tell you about it. We are currently recording our second album.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a really, really, really great. It will be a really great album. We have more into it. Like is better in a kind of way that like is more how we the 8 songs you can hear are great, but for me personally, they could be better because yeah, a little bit more produced, a little bit more into it, and now all of that is on the second album. I also play a bit acoustic guitars as well. I do a bit Arabic vibes into it. It's just
Just you're
more.
developing as musicians
Yeah,
and want to expand.
yeah.
That's fucking amazing, dude. You have any tracks that you can, leak to us?
Yeah, I will send you a live performance.
Awesome.
Uh, yeah, you can hear another song. I will send you a live performance for personal use.
Appreciated, sir.
Do you
Yeah.
have an approximate timeline of when you want to release the second record?
Well, because we don't know actually because it will be next year.
Okay.
But when is I don't know because the vocals have to be recorded. Normally, it should be finished at in July, but our singer had like big. It wasn't a flu, but it was like ah meningitis or something.
Oh,
Uh,
meningitis.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it was pretty severe, and she had to recover a lot. And then I had to go myself to a funeral. There happened a lot of stuff, so everything went, yeah, moved later, and we still have to make a schedule to record the vocals, and
Yeah.
then after that, if we have like the mix and mastering from that point is good to then we can plan like or yeah the album release. I really look forward to it, but I don't know. I don't know when. Obviously next year.
Yeah.
That, but
Well, we will definitely watch out for the release, and then maybe when it gets closer to, we can get you and some other people from the band back on to help promote the record.
yeah. That will be awesome. Yeah, a lot of like we could yeah, the whole band. Let them come here and we can have talk about that also then. But like in general, I will say is more guitars.
On the second record, more guitars.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
the second album, more guitars, and also let us say um, bigger and harder drum lines.
Now, do
Yeah,
you think
everything will be more difficult, let us say. But
having oops,
also
sorry.
with it's more difficult, but also with like the people won't notice it. It's just for us. It's also easy listening, most of the songs, but it's really fucking hard. You said something I didn't hear it.
Oh,
Can you?
I was just you were talking about the songs and being harder, and I was just wondering if having the bass player writing with you guys did that have a influence on the sound?
Yeah, definitely. It's like his bass lines are really. It's like for me personally, because I'm a guitarist. Like
Yeah.
I think sometimes it's the second guitar because it's so full and yeah, we hear it a lot in the new songs. It's like sometimes he goes with me. Like if I play something, he just
Follows you.
yeah, he just go with me.
Yep.
Sometimes he makes a melody on my thing, and it's like, hmm, ah, great. So that's why I'm saying that sometimes it sounds like second guitar, but
Oh yeah,
in a
that's
good way.
cool. So he almost does like little licks of his own in there, like little
It's really good licks.
awesome. That's fucking cool.
Um,
I'm excited
yeah,
to
yeah,
hear
yeah,
some of that.
yeah. I will send you something.
So
So
on the current record, the Special Satellite album, you said that you do backing vocals on track 3, Up Here Alone. Is that you that's singing on that track?
that's the drummer.
Okay.
Oh.
That
It's
song reminds
it's actually a
me.
pretty great song, but we don't play it live
Yeah. No, I like the song. It
because it
reminds me of Porcupine Tree.
yeah, yeah. yeah, I know that band.
Cool.
Yeah, it's really yeah. You are right. But we don't play it because the I don't know why he hates it, but he hates his own voice.
Oh, I
So we don't
gotcha.
play it
Yeah.
anymore.
Everybody hates the sound of their own voice.
Yeah, I can't even listen
Yeah.
to the podcast.
I have to because I have to edit it.
So for now, it's just on record, on the album.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite tracks on the album. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, we like it too. We really like it. But yeah,
Maybe someday he'll
yeah,
sing another.
someday.
Now
Uh,
is there hard copies available of your album or digital only?
we had printed, I think, I don't remember, but I think 300, yeah, physical ones, and yeah, every show they buy a T-shirt and the CDs, but yeah, it's a small amount that we did because yeah, also yeah, we aren't rich, so
Oh no, I
so
get
it's
that.
all money, yeah, man. It's like but for the second album, we only will do vinyl. So no CDs anymore, but we will press vinyl.
Do you have any CDs of the first album left, like that you have?
Yeah, we have some left. We have some left. Yeah, we bring them to shows and sell them. I think now they aren't with me, so I don't know. I could say anything, but I think now we have 100 left from the 300. But yeah, I could talk shit, I don't know. But I think something like that amount. So yeah, yeah, the people usually the people like our show, so yeah, then they buy something, and that's really great. We really appreciate that
Yeah, I
because
mean
of
that's
that of
the
those
best way to
things of those
support you
things.
guys.
Yeah, voila. Like from those things we can do more for them. Like we have some savings then and can do an album and can do other stuff. We because of the fans we can really improve our sound actually. You could say that.
Yeah. So do you do this full time as your employment music, or do you have some sort of career as well?
So we all have jobs besides our music. The goal is, of course, to do music
Right.
alone, but we have to be honest about that. It's really hard to do that.
Oh yeah,
So
for sure.
for now we do it like this, and then I think if the moment comes, we will do part time, and then the step to full time musicians.
Yeah, ease into it instead of just jumping head first.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
You really have to think about it, and you also have to. We do everything alone now. It's all us. You have to have a crew as well, like a manager and the booker.
Yeah.
But yeah, bookers are really sometimes sometimes I like to call myself a little bit of booker because yeah, I book all the shows and it goes good if we could have the opportunity to work with a really good booker, then yeah, of course you will do it, because I have contacts, but I don't have like the really big contacts. That I don't have that
Yeah. But I
yet.
mean, it works in the meantime, so you don't have to pay somebody else to do it for you.
Yeah, so indeed.
Like I said, it sounds like, like punk rock or hardcore. It's like everybody has, it's like you're not just playing guitar or playing drums. You have to do like 6 or 7 different things,
Yeah. Now it's like that. We don't mind, but everyone, sorry, has his own thing. So I do booking, Then Sharon does artwork, and the drummer with all kinds of numbers, fiscalities, money-wise, all that sort of things. And then the bassist does the video clips, the videos on YouTube,
Okay.
and yeah, he's good at that stuff. So everyone, indeed, like you say, has its own thing besides the instrument.
Are you guys signed to any sort of label, or you do all that independently too?
So 90% we do independent, but we are signed to an agency. We are music, but it's just I think we signed. I don't know by heart, but it was somewhere between April. But it still has to go a bit off. Like it's not. We didn't have like great success, and we both agreed to it that I can do. It's in the contract that I can book also myself besides, because we anticipated a bit like that. It's not their fault also. It's just Belgium is like, it's a really small country, but with very a lot of bands. So really small, but a lot of bands, and then oversaturated, of course.
Yeah.
So it's really hard for small bookers as well. And I know they are good at what they do, but it's just really hard. I managed to, yeah, to, I think this year is like a warm up year. Next year we want to go bigger. I think this year we had and have like in the future as well. Like this year we will, if it's like 31st of December, we will have had like I think 20, 25, no, maybe 20 shows. So I think that's not so bad.
No, not at all.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
definitely you're
yeah, it's
on the right path for sure.
but I'm also like, I think if I could set a time on it, I'm like, each day 1 hour, 1 hour and a half, something like that, busy with booking slash music, and then comes the writing stuff also. So it's like 2 hours each day.
Yeah.
Now, what Ryan asked, what you, I don't know if I thought he did, what's your job? What's your day job?
Yeah, my day job, I work in a laboratory, so I produce vaccines.
No shit.
So
You're,
yeah,
man, I'm impressed.
so yeah, I do that. Thanks. I do that, and so the drummer Arne is like he works at a swimming pool. He's a lifeguard.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, I think something
That
like
is
that.
very, very, very on the opposite end of what you do.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's great.
The Jonas, the bassist, does all kinds of things with IT
Okay.
stuff. And then Sharon works at well, accountancy, I think, something like that, and also her painting stuff.
So I love that. You guys have totally different things going on outside of the
Yeah,
band. Like
yeah. Our lives are actually, yeah,
very different.
pretty different.
Yeah.
Yeah, very different.
Are you
But
married?
that's nice. That's
Girlfriend,
nice.
kids, anything?
No, not married at all. But currently the bass player has a girlfriend. Yeah, and Sharon a little bit of boyfriend.
Right
Just
on.
starting, I mean.
Yeah. I feel that.
Uh,
I was
but
just wondering.
I'm single. I don't mind it.
Everybody out there, he's single. He creates vaccines and plays a mean guitar,
Yeah,
Trying to
it's
help
like
you out,
I
man.
go to and I go to parties also. So
There you go.
Handy parties.
a busy life, but I like it. I like
Yeah.
it.
That's great, man.
How did you guys come up with the
Yeah.
name Subatomic Strangers?
Oh, it's like oh, we first had I don't recall the name, but I think it was Polar Noise, but it already existed. So then we were stuck for a long time, and then just Google, open Google and type some words, and voila, it was like that.
that's
Um,
that's kind of
yeah,
how
it's
we got
really
the name of the
it.
podcast.
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
tired of it, and wanted to have a name, and it's nothing really. We didn't really thought about it, but I think the song's not too bad
No,
actually.
it is a really cool name. I just didn't know if maybe there was a story behind it.
Yeah, but no story at all. Yeah, a little story. We were just tired of it that we didn't couldn't find a name,
And then had
and
one
uh,
that sounded cool,
and
and you were
then
just
Google
like, "This
friend.
is it." Yeah.
No, I like
Yes,
it. I like it. Especially now, it almost like you said, there's nothing to it, but now
you
it's
could
like
make something of it if
yeah,
you.
it sounds cool because all you guys are like different in life, strangers, subatomic. I don't know. You can make all kinds of things up to go with it.
Yeah, because I'm in like the science stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
You could say subatomic particles and then subatomic strangers, but yeah, it's not like that. But you could make a lot of it if you just have a good imagination.
Yeah, yeah.
What are some of your influences in music as far as guitar playing goes?
I would say I started really easy, just with the commercial pop stuff. But then, yeah, quickly I got tired of it. And then, because of my sister, I listened to Linkin Park, and yeah, it was like a really cool band for me. So it was like a bit in the rock metal stuff early on. Like I think, let us say I'm 26, so let us say I think 14 years ago, I started like I was 10 or 12. Well, let us say 10. Oh, I'm 26. Wait, 16 years ago. I'm old. um, so yeah, it was like at the age of 10, I was really into music already.
That was an older
Yeah,
sister.
she's 4 years older.
Yeah, there you go.
So every like the 2005 2006 stuff I really remember, and she gave me a lot of influences about that. It was really rock and metal and emo also, like the like My Chemical Romance and stuff.
Yeah, that was
um,
pretty big over here too.
yeah, I think bigger than in Belgium, but I was into that stuff. But now, like I was developing, I got more in the gothic scene. I played in a gothic band. I was around age of 17. I was really into gothic. Like till 17, it was all rock and metal. Uh, and before I was 10, I was like just stupid music. I don't recall the names even. So, so that on, there on, it was like from 17. I listen to that stuff also now, but it's more like no, I like from the age of 23, 24, I listen to new wave and all kinds of stuff. Like I had everything, like also punk rock, new wave, post punk, 80s stuff a lot. Rolling Stones even. It was like I think 50 genres of music. So I have influences in a lot of stuff. You can hear it on our second album that I really enjoy listening to, even EDM. Like you will hear it that it's like from guitar stuff, it's like yeah, you could hear everything in it, but it all fits, I think, very well. So yeah, I'm a bit of a centipede music wise.
Like you have many different things you're into. Centipede's a good analogy.
Yeah, it
I
is.
was
Very
like
nice.
thinking about that. Like, what do you mean centipede? And then I was like, oh, that clicked.
Yeah, I was thinking about it also. Should I say it? Should I not say
No,
it?
I got it.
And I know the other members of the band. They all have like a typical thing. The Sharon is like really, really, really into new wave. I think only the thing that she listens to, besides our band, of course, who has a lot of influences. And I think the I no, I don't think I know the drummer Arne listens a lot to punk rock, but also a bit like me, everything. Everything was that sounds good.
Yeah,
And
music's
the bassist,
universal. It's meant to be
yeah,
enjoyed in all
universal.
forms.
And yeah, voilà. And the bassist is like the really enjoys the band Tool.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a metal band.
Where we're from, we have sort of a connection with Tool because the drummer's wife is from here.
Oh, from
And
Michigan.
yeah, it's from our
Where are
city
you
too.
situated actually?
We are
In which
in
town?
we're in a town called Alpena. It's like a small city, but
Oh, that's but small is I think what's the population
I want to say
for
like
small?
20 to 25,000.
Well, in Belgium, that's not actually small.
I mean, that's like
But
with a couple different counties combined, but I think collectively
yeah,
it's about 20,000. But yeah, it's
that
not
that's
it's
great.
not
That's great. I really don't like the very big cities like New York and stuff. I don't like I don't like it. I
yeah,
like
they're
the quiet places, the
they're cool
you
to
can
visit,
chill.
but I'd rather not live there.
Ah, okay. But yeah, for everything, yeah, for everyone. Let us say that.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I think our biggest place is Brussels. Like, I think 1 million people.
That's your capital, correct?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
the capital. I think I only went there like 4 times in my life, maybe five, because it's like Brussels is like a place on its own. It's like a different country, let us say.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is enjoyable, of course, but I prefer like Bruges.
So the lab rats that are on the album cover, since you work in a laboratory, was that in any way your idea or is that just kind of a coincidence?
It's a coincidence. It was Sharon's idea because everything the I have my T-shirt with me, so everything has its own gimmicks, something like that. Like the rats are from Troubled Mind, the
Oh,
song.
gotcha.
That's pretty
So
slick.
she says a sentence, spinning. I don't know. I'm really bad at lyrics, so that's why I'm not a professional singer. uh, so it's like somewhere in the song she says something about the rats, and yeah, okay, voila. That's why there are some rats in it. There is like also a wolf on the art cover, and that's because the former bassist and I suddenly almost hit. We thought it was a wolf because on the highway it was really strange. It was like I think a lost big dog. I think because in Belgium there aren't wolves, but yeah,
So
we
they
had
say,
like something
dude.
about it then. The, like yeah, so that's why there is a wolf and so on. Everything that you see has a little bit its own meaning. Like title Satellite, the song. It is a satellite with lightning blast. And yeah, I think there are some others as well.
Yeah, it's like there's a bunch of little Easter eggs, kind of.
Yeah, Easter eggs, gimmicks, yes, like that. Is really thought about it.
Hopefully that continues on to the second album.
Yeah, we will do like in that kind of thing also. But it will be totally different, but also not. So yes, actually, it will be a little bit like that.
We just like
It will. It
mean
won't
with the
be.
Easter eggs, and it's cool that there's meaning in that.
Yeah. That's something we like to do. It's funny for us.
Yeah, and it's good to know
So
because
yeah, it will be.
there's nowhere that you can really find that online.
Yeah. So actually, it's the first time I had to answer that specific question, but that's it's great. It's if they are listening, if you can share it, like now the people know it also. That it's not really all coincidence. It's like yeah, it's thought about it.
Cool. Before we wrap this up, we have one question that we ask to all the guests on the podcast.
We always ask what kind of music is like your guilty pleasure or nobody would expect you to listen to. For instance, like an
Okay,
example could be like, you know, something that maybe your friends would like
yeah.
make fun of you for.
Yeah, I listen to, let us say, what's the most kind of embarrassing.
Yeah.
Wait, let us say I like the tune of what's the name? It's the 90s thing. Wait, yeah, All Around the World.
Oh yeah,
All around the world.
I remember
Oh,
that
yeah.
song. I love
I
it.
like that.
Yeah, that shit's catchy.
Yeah, that whole
Yeah,
90s
really
like
catchy.
dance pop era, that dude, I have a whole playlist of that stuff. I love
Yeah,
that
something
shit.
like that. I really like
Yeah,
it. And
cool.
also, yeah, let us say, everything of ABBA.
Yeah, ABBA. They're great.
Yeah, I really like ABBA. Don't have a really specific song in mind, but SOS I like, and I like also. I just forgot the name now. Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia.
I really like the bass. Yeah,
Now I'm
that's a
gonna have
really
to
cool
listen
song.
to it and
Mamma
listen for this.
Mia,
Yeah, listen for
here
the
we go
space.
again.
Well, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, man. It's
Yeah, no, I have a whole like playlist of like LaBouche and all that shit from the 90s. I love that stuff. It's so much fun.
great. Well, I love the 90s actually.
Yeah, it was a
It's
good
great.
era. I don't,
And
before we
all
wrap up,
those like all those stupid songs also.
yeah,
What?
I was just gonna say before we wrap up, I was gonna ask Jeremy if he had anything else for you.
No, I'm sure I could come up with a lot of other things, but I just great talking to you, man, and meeting you, and I don't have any more
Yeah, man.
questions. Do you have any
Likewise.
questions for us?
Yeah, do you have any questions for us or anything that you want to add to the interview before we sign off?
Not strictly now. So everything
That's
is
all
good
good.
right now, and yeah, with the new album, we sure have a chat again.
Yeah, definitely we'll be in touch when the new record gets closer to
Great.
coming out, and we'll get you guys back on here and
Yeah.
preview some tracks from the album and talk about what went into it and whatnot.
Yeah, something like that. That will be great.
Cool. Well, thank you again, man, for jumping
man.
on the show. We both really appreciate you taking the time to do so, and happy birthday tomorrow.
Yes.
Thank you. We will, in about 40 minutes, we will have a party.
Oh yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
man. Well, you have fun.
Yeah, man.
You enjoy
It's
your
all well
night.
timed.
Thanks again.
Yeah, no problem. It was a pleasure.
Peace out.
Bye.